for the Terran. I feel a little bit bad here for Sunny because he's trying his best, and he managed to really get an advantage against Jaedong at one point when he was all over that natural, but he just couldn't follow up. And Jaedong will win this game inevitably. I feel here we're seeing just Dark Swarms everywhere. I mean, the thing is, it's not that he's that far ahead. It's just that he is just better than Sunny. Sunny cannot defeat him, as easily as that can be said. But I am impressed that Sunny managed to provide an entertaining performance for us, which is just as important. Even if you're not able to beat the Legend Killer, which only a handful of people have managed to do, being able to put up a good fight against him is certainly something you can take home. So Sunny looks like he's going to bring a couple Medic Marines on the right side, going to kill off a hatchery perhaps, and this is what I mean. He has good game sense. That early Medic Marine attack, that was actually really smart, transitioning away from a factory build, a metal build, which is not what I expected, nor did Jaedong expect it, evidently, because he expanded a little bit early. If had he known that there was going to be Medic Marines, he probably wouldn't have expanded that early. Looks like this Marine force not going to be able to take down the hatchery. He's going to execute some drones, but that's going to be it. It's going to get cleaned up. And yeah, Sunny should be GGing pretty soon at this point. He's got one mining base at the left side. Jaedong has now secured at least 2 mining bases. Actually, his natural is still pretty healthy because he hasn't had that much time to mine off of it. So he's at 3 bases versus 1 here. He has the game control. He has the control, rather, to be able to win this game. And Sunny just has a lot of sweat in his face. That's pretty much what's happening. Sweat just dripping off his face. A play going off on his units too, and just very good Dark Swarm play, I gotta say. And I haven't seen a single, maybe I saw like a single irradiated Defiler, but that was probably just it. And there's another Science Whistle going down, and just more small groups of forces coming out for Sunny and just getting promptly destroyed by Jaedong. So Jaedong is going to win this game, I believe, at any point here, whenever basically Sunny decides to give up. I mean, late game Terran can survive for quite a while actually without actually like losing, losing all of his bases or necessarily, his mining, but he has lost his chance of winning certainly at this point. He's a zombie, a walking dead, a zombie bank, as we're going to see in America pretty soon. Zombie banks, evidently. What the hell is that? But, it's just depressing. But anyway, here we're seeing some more Dark Swarm and Zergling attacks coming from Jaedong. Jaedong could go for a beautiful plague right now. There we go. There's some good... I was just going to say some good Science Vessel usage until he lost, his maybe 11th and 12th Science Vessel of the game to Scourge, and relatively, not really needlessly, really, and just more small forces coming out for this guy, Sunny. Sunny just trying his best. Not much more can be said here. Jaedong is just too good at this point. Now, the thing is, I'm not trying to just, overpraise Jaedong. It's just that there is a very, very significant skill difference between a player who I'd call B level and a player who is S level. I mean, this is what's supposed to happen. And in fact, I'm surprised that it got this far, to be honest. The thing is, Jaedong recently, despite his, solid performances in this series so far, he hasn't been doing that well. I mean, he lost in the group of death, I gotta say. I mean, it was the group of death, but he was the first person I expected to get out of it. Among him and Firebat Hero and Hwasun and Flash, I thought he would get out no matter what, but didn't happen. Well, look at this. The audience is actually gasping a little bit because the back of Jaedong's base is open, and Sunny, with a brilliant tactical move again, has gotten into it with a whole lot of Firebats. But Firebats will go down also. Eventually, just the Hydras. They might do a lot more damage, though, before they finally give up the Ghost here. In fact, they're still doing damage. Sunny's still doing damage. Wow, I gotta say, I mean, this guy's got grit. He's got endurance, and what the hell? He's actually killing off some of Jaedong's stuff here. He's killed off one expansion at the lower right. He's going to kill off this expansion at the left side. I don't know what's going on. Are we going to see a comeback here? I don't know. I don't think so. Still, he's going to get cleaned up here at the main base. It's just not going to happen. I still got to say, Jaedong still has enough in his mineral counts, in his gas, that he should be able to reproduce his armies pretty quickly. I think he had an Ultras cavern too, so he could do some Ultras. So there's a lurker down in there. So Jaedong has actually lost some more hatcheries here. So this game is continuing to go on here. Well, I gotta say, Jaedong lost 2 bases that way, and in fact, Jaedong's only at 2 mining bases now. I mean, 3 if you count the main, which is still going for him, but Sunny has now picked up his mineral only at the lower left, so maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he's no longer a zombie. Maybe he's actually somehow miraculously been cured of being a walking dead, being the Walking Dead Terran with that series of brilliant tactical maneuvers there. And Jaedong is now, maybe he was a little bit complacent there, not protecting his natural sufficiently. But I gotta say, I mean, Jaedong is still I think has a unit count advantage here. Still has a tech advantage, I think. Not that many tanks remaining. I mean, not much gas, and there's ultras. That's what I did expect. Maybe it was the transition to ultras is what slowed Jaedong down a little bit. He was trying to get those upgrades for the ultras. He was in the middle of producing them. Bunch of engineering bays floating around the scout. Of course, 3-3 is done for Sunny, which certainly does benefit him. Also, needless to say. Here we're seeing, Defiler putting down the Swarm. That's the thing. I mean, Sunny had some good irradiates off. He could have. I mean, I'm a broken record there, but he, at certain points he was ahead in this game, and that's a lot of medics. I think they're trying to show us that's maybe a little bit too many medics. You know, that gender ratio is almost 1-to-1 there, and that's a little bit too much. As much as we don't want sausage parties, that's too many medics. Maybe he's gonna do some kind of pimp medic wall. I don't know, but more medics coming out. Man, he needs to cut it with the medics. He needs to be building more Marines here. Nothing really coming out from him, and he didn't pick up his 3rd gas either, so that's part of the reason why he hasn't had a chance to make science vessels. Some medics getting skewered there by the lurkers. He's certainly following the old school tradition, the time-honored tradition of never giving up, which I appreciate. I honestly have nothing against it, and it's certainly worthy to do if you have any chance of beating a legend like Jaedong. I just feel like he needs to get his 3rd gas, first off, and second off, he needs to take out some more hatcheries here and figure out how to save his science vessels. If he can do that, he might have just a little bit of a chance, because Jaedong, like I said, mining off of, well, now he's restored his bases, so he's mining off of 4 bases, 4 minerals at least now. Oh, some more science vessels going down needlessly. What else is new? And, oh, wow, caught out of position here. Medic party right there. What is going on? Sunny with no units in position. And I think that's got to be game here. If it wasn't game before, being caught out of position here at his main mining base is going to be it. He's trying to go for a big counter, but oh man, what? Jeez, he hotkeyed all of his medics in one group, obviously, and he hotkeyed. Oh no, he's going to walk into 5 lurkers. Don't do it. It's bad for you. It's not healthy. If he does it, it's gonna just be ridiculous there. It's just gonna be absolutely ridiculous. It's gonna be like Pickett's charge there. It's just gonna get absolutely slaughtered. Bonsai charge into the lurkers, not gonna work. So, the fact of the matter is, I think he just needed to get the science vessels. He needed to get tanks. He needed to just save his units up for more concentrated attacks. And you can see he's a little frustrated also. Doesn't have as much experience as Jaedong, despite the fact he's playing longer than Jaedong has in total. He's trying to find anything he can kill right now. But Jaedong, I think, has decided to take the game a little more seriously, and he's doing a little bit better on his defense than he was doing before. Now, someone did note that 4GG was taking forever to GG against Reach, which partially could have been because he wanted to tire Reach out for the subsequent games, and this is certainly a tactic that works in the Winners League. I really hadn't thought about that, and here's Sunny about to GG, if he hasn't already. GG coming from Sunny. So it is a good point to try to drag out games a little bit longer in the Winners League, because you know your opponent has to play the next game, and if you can get them just a little more fatigued, it makes it a little bit easier for your team to go on. Although I think, by all means, Sunny was much more legitimate in staying in this game as long as he did than 4GG was. Anyway, I will be finishing this commentary right now. Thank you for watching, and thank you for suggesting this game, and we'll be moving on to the final game. Actually, not the final game, rather, the 6th game. I thought it was the 7th game. 6th game of the series, Anytime versus Jaedong. Stay tuned.